Hey guys, it's Cecilia. Welcome back to another video. I am not at my house, obviously, if you can't tell. We are staying on a farm for a couple days. I mean more like a week and a half. Today I'm doing my first story time and I'm really excited. When I tell stories, I'm kind of all over the place, so hopefully I can think and like actually make sense for you guys. Also, I'm kind of crouching down because I don't have a good spot in the I hear people and the chickens are loud and I don't want anyone to hear me, so I'm trying to be kind of quiet. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go into it, and I hope you guys like it and I hope it makes sense. It all started last Saturday, which was 2 days ago. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. One of my best friends, Nicole, invited me to go with her and her boyfriend and one of our other friends to South Carolina. Her boyfriend has a razor. I'll put a picture of it right here. In South Carolina, they had this really big place. It was over 1,000 acres of land, and they have like tracks and stuff that you can ride on. And so I was like, heck yeah, like that sounds really fun. We left North Carolina at around like 8:15, 8:30ish, and we headed to South Carolina. Me and Nicole got a ton of food and drinks, and I got chicken mini tray, and we were just snacking and listening to music and talking and hanging out, and it was really, really fun. So we get to the place. There's a lot of rednecks there. No hate, I'm always around rednecks. I live in the country, kind of. I live in the South. So we get there, we're all under 18. We're all 17 except Nicole's 16. She's about to be 17. So we all had to like turn in our waivers and everything, and we're all good to go. We start and it's super fun. We're just like driving down. I was gonna take videos, but it was super muddy and there was a lot of muddy puddles, which is why I'm telling this story, because something kind of really scary happened. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We go through the first puddle and mud is just splattering us everywhere. We're already covered in mud, so we all put our phones away, so I didn't like get any videos of us riding or anything. So it was super fun. Going down the trails, going through the puddles, doing some burnouts. We'd ride around for like a couple hours and then go back, take a break, eat some food. A few hours had passed. It was like afternoon and we were still riding around. We go on this one and there's a lot of puddles, and we were trying to find ways to get around them instead of going right through, because we didn't know how deep most of them are, which is when the scary part happens. But so we're trying to like find our way around. Chase and Jared would like get out and try to either walk in it, which they fell a lot. There's someone here, I don't like it. Or they would like find a stick and try to throw it in. It's still really hard to tell. So we got through most of them and we just get super muddy, and we had drains in the floor, but the mud would like fill up, and so it was up to like our knees pretty much of water, and we'd have to stop and like drain it all out. And sorry, I keep looking back. I'm like kind of paranoid because there's people out here. Chase and Jared were troopers. Like seriously, they're amazing. We found our way around stuff, going through stuff, and then we get stuck after another one, and there was no way for us to turn around. And we also got kind of lost. Like we got off the track and we were stuck in, like we weren't even really on a trail anymore. We were just in trees, knocking trees over, hitting us in the face. We just like could not get out. We finally made it out. It was like, if we couldn't turn around, we had to go through another puddle. Chase and Jared were being very smart and like strategic of where exactly we need to like drive it. We got stuck, it wouldn't work, so we all got out. Nicole and I were walking to see if we could keep on going after we got unstuck or not, but there was like the trail just kind of like ended. So Chase and Jared were trying to get it out for like 5-10 minutes. We finally got it out and we turned it around and we were like, all right, we have to go back because this trail sucks and we want to go on another one because we're tired of getting stuck. So we're going again. We get kind of stuck. We get out eventually, and then we come to this really, really big, it was like super wide puddle. There was no way of getting around it. It was covering the entire, like, path. The guys try to walk in it. They're falling. The water's like up to their waist. It was horrible. They get back in. They're like, we just have to go. We're gonna try to go on the side so it's more shallow, you know. So we're like, okay, brace ourselves. I'm ducking, closing my eyes, closing my mouth, because we kept getting mud all in our faces. Nicole's doing the same thing. We're like holding each other's arms pretty much, because just so we wouldn't shake around and like hit our heads or anything. I don't know what Chase and Jared are doing. Chase is driving, okay. Chase is driving. He was driving amazingly the entire time. We're like a couple feet away from the end, and then the razor goes like this. So Chase is driving, he's right here, Nicole's sitting behind him, Jared's sitting up front next to Chase, and I'm sitting behind Jared. So me and Jared are in the air, Chase and Nicole are in the water. The muddy water is coming in to the razor, obviously. It's like up to Nicole's shoulders. The whole thing is just like sinking pretty much. Like we were about to tip. If the four of us weren't in it and it was just like two people or just a driver, that thing would have flipped. But thankfully we were all in it. The weight kind of worked out so that we weren't gonna like flip completely. I just feel this rush of like panic, and I hear, get out. Chase said, get out, and I was like, all right, we're out. This is all in like a couple seconds, okay? I'm like, I gotta tell it kind of slowly so you like know, because it was so much in such a short amount of time. Jared teleported through the door, which is what Chase said. He teleported through the door. No one knows how he got out. I don't know if he jumped. He said he opened the door, but no one saw it. Jared was out. I'm reaching to unbuckle my seat, and as I'm doing that, I see Nicole's face, such a frightened face. My heart just like stopped, and I was like, I need to get Nicole out because she's about to go under with this thing. I throw my seatbelt off, yank the door, like kick the door open, and I'm like reaching for Nicole, dragging her out. I hop out as fast as I can, get her out. Chase gets out, and we're standing on the side looking at what our situation is. And I'll show you guys a picture right here. This is what it looked like. This is what we were in, and we couldn't turn the engine off. If we turned the engine off, it would have sank and it would have messed up the engine. So we had to keep it running because there's mud everywhere. The first thing I said was, get the phones out of the glove box in case we need to call somebody. So Jared gets the phones and the keys out, and I take them, I'm holding them. We're like, okay, we gotta get this out. Me and Nicole are not talking. We're both standing there shaking. I'm holding on to her because we're both like terrified of what just happened. It might sound like I'm making it more scary than it actually was, but when you're in this situation, like it's terrifying because you don't know, like it's just terrifying. So Jared and Chase, they're being so calm. Like they could not have been like better, because that helped us, me and Nicole, so much. They were trying to figure out what they should do, and eventually Chase went in the water on the other side where it was leaning here. Chase is standing here trying to like hold it up so it wouldn't fall. Jared stands inside of it, but he can't sit down. He's standing trying to press the gas, trying to get it to move somewhere. The door is like closing on him. If the door closes on him, Jared's gonna be in. He might get trapped in and the thing will flip on top of Chase. So Nicole's holding the door open, but it's kind of far away and it's pulling Nicole. So then I'm holding Nicole's hand, and I'm holding all our stuff behind us, because every time Jared would push the gas, the mud would just fly everywhere. So I'm holding all our stuff, holding on Nicole. Nicole's holding onto the door and Jared. Jared's kind of standing inside on like sideways doing that, and Chase is on the other side holding it up. It took, I'm gonna guess, like 15 or 20 minutes. I kept saying, I think we should call somebody. They were like, no, nobody's gonna pick up because they don't really care that much. So we tried some more, and then we heard somebody coming. We heard like talking. So we get Jared out. Chase and Nicole are running, trying to find these people. Me and Jared are just standing there catching our breaths. They flagged some people down that me and Nicole actually met in the bathroom. Nicole was like talking to them. They were with some guys, their friends, and so they stopped and were like, hey, we're really stuck, is there anything you can do? So they're trying to help us, and thankfully they had like, I can't remember what it's called. I think it starts with a W, but it looks like a big rope, you know, hooked it on. Me and Nicole were talking to the ladies about what happened and everything, so we weren't really paying attention, but they pulled it out. It's kind of in the air at this point when they were trying to pull it out. The guys were like all in the water. Jared was wearing tennis shoes, shorts, and a t-shirt. It was bad. Chase was wearing really high like rain boots pretty much, which later we could not get off because they were so muddy. They were completely filled with mud, and it's just kind of like stuck to his feet, and we couldn't get them off. They get it out, and we're like, okay, thank the Lord that we didn't flip and we got out in time. We were just thanking these people so much. We get back in, we're soaked. The razor is disgusting, and we go back to the car, and we're just kind of sitting there. We're like just dead, like no one's talking. We're exhausted. The guys are exhausted physically. Me and Nicole are just like emotionally drained. We were like, all right, let's just, you know, hang out here for a little bit. And then later we let Jared drive on the dry parts. We did not go through any more muddy parts. I mean, I trust them, but we didn't want to get stuck again. So we let Jared drive, and then that happened. But what's weird is the first time we got stuck, me and Nicole were in there talking while the guys were trying to like figure out where to go, and we were saying how we've always had this fear of being like strapped into some kind of vehicle and something happening where it was hard to get out, and like you drowning, or you know, being crushed and you like couldn't get out. And then like we were kind of put in that situation, and thankfully we got out, and Chase and Jared knew what to do. They went with their gut, and we got out safely. The main thing that made us not flip, which we realized after, was that once we got out, Nicole's door opened, which no one knows how that happened, because these doors, you have to like close them, you have to like shut them hard to stay. Somehow, I'm guessing the water pressure was so bad, like the mud was just, there's so much mud and water in it that it pushed her door open, and it was keeping us up. It was like holding the whole thing up. That's gotta be some kind of Jesus thing, because I don't know how the heck it just opened up at the perfect time and held the whole thing up so that it wouldn't crush us. That was like the little miracle of this whole thing. Other than that happening, it was a super fun trip. I would do it all over again. We'll probably go back sometime, but we just know now that we're not gonna go down that trail, and we know how to get out if we need to. So that's my story time. Hope you guys liked it. I hope it was entertaining. If you want more story times, I will try to do some more, and people have asked me to do story times before. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to help me out and like watch more of my videos. My Instagram and my Twitter will be in the description. As always, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hey guys, I just finished filming this video, and Leah comes out before I can go inside, and she shuts both doors, try to get back in, and it's locked. I don't know how it happened. We're home alone on this farm, and we're locked out of the cabin, and there's no spare keys available to us right now. So this is great. At least I'm wearing long sleeves because it's cold. I'll show you the chickens because I have all the time in the world now, thanks to my very smart sister. That's where we sleep. That's the outdoor shower. That's the laundry house. This is a playground. This is a little teenager hangout place that Leah's in right now. FaceTiming her friend. There she is. The girl that locked us out. The chickens are all the way down here. So let's go see them. There's chickens in there. Rooster. They really like me. As you can see, they're all coming in. Hello, friends. Hello. So these are my friends I'm gonna hang out with.
Sunshine, I'm watching through